So I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to speak and actually vocalize the reading today, or if I was just going to type everything out, but I do a lot better with processing when I speak things out, so we're just going to go with that. So we have the Ace of Needles, the Four of Candles, the Ten of Presents, the Three of Potions, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Needles. Now, as of recording this video, I have not looked at the top of the deck yet to see what the top card is, and it just occurred to me to do that, so we're going to do that in just a minute, but let's go into this. So the Eight of Needles, in this particular card, Sally is depicted as putting herself back together, right? Which is probably where you're at in your time, where you're at in your life, or you've already done that. So what I'm seeing for you is you've probably already begun or already are halfway through your journey of putting yourself together. Now you're starting to realize why you did things in the past the way that you did them, because they have helped you now for who you are, right? With the Ace of Needles, that begin, it's almost as if it's like not just the start of something, but it's also the end of something. You are coming towards the end. I feel that that's what I feel like this is you've worked so hard to mend to mend yourself, not just heal your soul, but heal the earthly incarnate of you. I've always been one to say that we have three different parts. We have our spirit, our mind, and our body. So your spirit would essentially be your soul, your mind would be your earthly consciousness, and your body would literally be your physical form here on this earth. So with your mind, and by earthly conscience, I mean that's where you would have your doubts, your fears. That would kind of be like where your lower vibrational self stays a lot, whereas your spirit, your soul, would be where your higher vibrational self tends to reside. That's their perspective homes, so to speak, okay? So you've been working and fixing all aspects of yourself, all aspects, spirit, mind, and body, okay? With the Four of Candles, it's like you have a team, you have a group of protectors, a group of guides, just people and things at your, not really at your disposal, but around you. Invest in them, use them for advice, figure out where they stand in your life and where you stand with them, and if you can learn to gain anything from them. If you can gain anything from them by learning from them, right? With the Ten of Presents, I feel as if this one particularly is talking about the things that you've accumulated. The look back and figure out what it is that you've learned, the lessons that you've been through, the moments that you've experienced, and how it has all made you into who you are. Truly allow yourself that time to not just process the information that you've had up until now, but to actually integrate it into your life. Think of it like when you want to go on a diet, you just don't immediately change the way you eat. You slowly and gradually change things, and slowly and gradually take things away and replace things with healthier options. That way your body doesn't go into shock or into some sort of like, right? You need to go through and figure out all of those things. Take a look at each individual moment in your life. And by moment, I mean where something big happened, where it was a traumatic event, where you had a big spark of energy, where something that you remember that just kind of triggers something, regardless of whether that's good or bad. You need to allow yourself to look at it, and then remember it from your point of view, then remember it from a third party point of view, like a bird's eye view almost, and allow yourself to try to experience it through the other people around you. That way you have a better and easier understanding of how to integrate whatever that lesson was within your life. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then with the Three of Potions here, this one to me, it's the little voice within your head, right? These are his companions, and they live in his hat. They're his companions, so it's almost as if that it's that little voice, right? Or like think of like the angel and the devil that sit on your shoulder. Allow yourself to trust your instincts. You have come so far. You have learned so many new things. You have just been smart and intelligent and happy. Allow yourself the time to be creative, to have fun, to not always be so in your head about the things in your life. Allow yourself to actually experience them, okay? And now we're going to look at the top of the deck, and this is going to be the last card, and then we're going to go. The Nine of Needles, so a balancing act. This one could be representation, or could represent something coming in as far as a little bit of conflict, maybe a little bit of suspense. But I feel like in this particular moment for you, for whoever this reading is for, it is a warning to not allow yourself to become unbalanced. You need to make sure that you do have that equal balance of give and take, that equal balance of light and dark, that equal balance of ups and downs, right? Pessimistic and optimism. Make sure you are allowing yourself to not only see things and feel things for what they are, but to process them for what they are, so that way you remain balanced, you remain grounded. I do feel like this is a warning sign for some of you. If you are juggling something, it's time to stop. If there's something that you feel like you have to not give so much here in order to give more here, or you feel like you're just kind of flip-flopping and things just aren't working, or that you're overwhelmed, it is time to really assess what it is that you're doing, what energy you have brought into yourself, because that's gonna cause more harm in the long run as far as your mental capabilities, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You don't need to juggle things. This life that we have here is not meant for a juggle. It's meant to have that balance. Allow yourself to walk the tightrope with ease, okay? So that is what we have for you today. I was just curious, and the card underneath the Nine of Needles was the Hierophant card. So yeah, like I said earlier, if there's somebody who you trust, who you can take advice from, somebody who, you don't, somebody who doesn't make you feel certain ways. They allow you to learn from your mistakes, but also help you down that road, right? It's someone that you can trust and someone that you can rely upon. In some instances, it can even be your own self. It can be one of your consciousnesses. But anyways, I hope this reading resonated, guys. I love you. Have a good day.